It is the coolest car of the week. It's a race car, though. It is the new DeltaWing. Have you seen this?
No.
The DeltaWing Le Mans prototype. Now, I don't know if you remember, last year or a year or two ago, this company, DeltaWing, was trying to develop a new racing car for the Indy Racing Series. Looked very much like this. That's actually a four-wheeler. The two wheels in the front very close together. Was passed over for a more traditional design IndyCar. Well, they stuck with it, and now the ACO, the organizing committee for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, has granted this special exemption for next year's race as part of their new project, Garage 56, they call it, where they're going to be having one car each year, highlighting new technologies. They're going to be building this with Dan Gurney's All-American Racers and Highcroft Racing, based up here in Connecticut, two-time American Le Mans Series defending champion in the LMP2 class, going to be competing next year at Le Mans in that car. This is just absolutely cool. Extremely lightweight, 1,000 pounds. A typical race car in this series weighs about 2,000 pounds. As a result, very fuel efficient, uses a 1.6-liter, 300 horsepower engine. But the guys over at DeltaWing tell me that they think this is going to be, on speed, competitive right between the two prototype classes at Le Mans next year.
It looks good for donuts, I'll say that. I don't know, what do you think? Extreme understeer or oversteer with this?
It's an interesting design, obviously, and as far as the company is concerned, this thing apparently performs very similar to a normal car. I'm not exactly sure how that works.
Yeah.
I think it's part due to the weight distribution is a little bit different than you have in a typical car. But yeah, those tight wheels up front definitely make it look like it's going to feel a little different. I'm sure it's going to feel different.
Rear engine, or is the engine next to the driver?
No, it's mid-engine. In fact, this version of it has 2 seats per ACO regulations for Le Mans series. There's not actually a second seat.
Right, it's
just sort of looks like a
space
seat.
for a seat.
Yeah, you won't have 2 drivers in the car, but it does have to be at least a 2-seater vehicle. Again, it's a prototype class. It's supposed to be the car of the future.
Speed racer.
Absolutely. No, I mean, that's the thing. I was actually disappointed that IndyCar didn't go with this design, because it is so much cooler looking than everything else we see now, you know, your typical open wheel racer. But we'll be very interested. A lot of big names, again, involved in this. In fact, Don Panos, the guy who runs the American Le Mans Series, is part of the team that's putting this together. So you might not just see it at Le Mans next year. You might see it here at the Petit Le Mans in Atlanta at the end of the American Le Mans Racing Series next year, maybe even in some other events. You know, a couple of years ago, Porsche had the hybrid 911. That competed at Le Mans out of class, and a number of American Le Mans Series races as well. So there's a good chance we're going to be seeing this too. I just think it's exciting. I hate race cars that look the same as every other race car on the track.
You must love NASCAR.
Series, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just getting boring.
Panos has had some wacky racers in the past, so this...
Yeah, not a surprise that he's involved in this as well. All right, Nick Kuczewski, automotive journalist, thanks for joining us. Hey, quick question. Have you